Hi, welcome to MBA515, Managing a Global Economy. This is a quick video to show you how to get started and how to succeed in this online course. This online course will use Blackboard as our facilitating and organizing platform. First thing you should do when you log into the online class is look at the announcements, and that should be your first page when you come in. Here I'll post helpful announcements and reminders and anything that pops up during the semester I think you should know about. Now the first thing I've posted is a class overview. So in this class overview, I'm going to put a link right here. That's going to be the video syllabus you're watching right now. So that's probably the first thing you should do is watch the video syllabus. And I've also want to remind you that assignments, this button here, assignments, is where I'm going to organize all the homework assignments for the class. And discussion board is where I'm going to organize all the discussions and discussion topics for the class. Now, also you must go to assignments to complete. I have 5 weekly quizzes, which you can see down here. They're all due on Sunday, and I have the dates and times. They're all due Sunday by 11:30 p.m. So just kind of remember, it's Sunday. I have a quiz due tonight, and we have 5 of them throughout the semester, and the dates and the chapters are listed here. And also we have mini case studies. These are very small case studies at the end of some chapters, and those are due on Wednesdays and Saturdays throughout the course. And I've listed the due dates and the topics here. So let me just, before I do the schedule, let's go to assignments to see what that looks like. So when you click in assignments, our first assignment that we have continuously is discussion board participation. And the discussion board participation is going to be worth 26% of your grade, or 26 points. I'm going to set up multiple discussion boards each week, and I'm going to go to the discussion board button on the menu in a second. Now I expect each student to post one original response to the question and at least 2 replies to 2 other students at a minimum. Each post should be between 100 and 200 words, and you earn points for the quality of your participation, answers, and replies. So if your replies are "I agree" or "good idea," that is not going to count as a reply. Okay, so your original post should be made Monday or Tuesday, your original answer to the question, leaving Wednesday and Thursday for people to reply to your original post or reply to your replies. So try to break it up that way. So Monday and Tuesdays we'll do our original postings, and then you could do your replies whenever you like. Wednesday, Thursday I might have the most original content to reply to. All right, so we start out with quiz in chapter 1 and 2, which is due on July 14th, and then we also have Japan's economic malaise, which is, and on the assignments here I'll give you the page from the textbook that it's located in. That's why it's important you have the current textbook. If you have an older edition, the pages will not line up. Okay, and to complete the quiz, you just click on the quiz button and click begin, and the quiz will appear inside of Blackboard, and you'll see here I have 20 multiple choice questions. So you read the question, and they're all connected to my lecture or textbook on the chapters mentioned. So you click on the answer, and then go on to the next question, go on the answer, next question. So I'm just going to do this randomly. At any point, you can save and come back to it. And you'll see these answers being saved. Or so if you can't finish it all at one time, that's fine. You can do some of it, come back to it, and we can keep going here. So you can, as long as you save it, you can go back in at any time and complete it before the due date. Once the due date is passed, you will lose your saved work if you haven't submitted it by that point. Okay. So once you've answered every question, you can go up, I guess, to the top of the bottom. The bottom would have a similar button. Let's see. Yeah. And you want to hit save and submit. If you only hit save answers, that's just for you, not for me. So for me to see it, you have to hit save and submit. And then once you hit save and submit, and then you can press OK, and you'll get a score. I got 3 out of 10 correct. and that's it. So you get one shot at it. So make sure that you've read the chapters before attempting the quiz. Now for the mini cases, at the end of certain chapters, like chapter 3 and chapter 4, I have these mini cases. And if you click on the submission button, you can, you get the mini case here. You read in the book, answer the questions from the chapter, and then just attach your file to my computer, your computer. You know, browse my computer, click on the file you want, and you can attach it to the assignment, and you hit submit, and then I'll be able to get your file on the other side. Don't cut and paste your assignment into the text box here, because I won't be able to easily see that. It sometimes doesn't work well with Blackboard, so I prefer if you would attach a file. That'd be great. Okay, so those are the two types of assignments in here. We only have the quizzes and the mini cases, and you see I have it listed in order of due date until the end of the semester. All right, so let's go back to announcements. So announcements, I give you a weekly schedule to give you an idea what you should be doing every week. So week 1, you're going to watch the introduction video syllabus, which you're watching right now. And once I'm done, I'll put the link in here. And then I want you to read chapter 1, and I will complete a lecture video on chapter 1, and I'll add the link here. And each week, as I record the videos, I'm going to try and stay a week ahead of you, I will attach the links to this schedule on announcements. And it will be a link to a YouTube video which you can watch that I will be explaining and highlighting the main topics of the chapter. So every week you're responsible for reading 2 chapters and watching 2 different lectures, one for each chapter, and completing the discussion questions for that week. So in week 1, we have discussion questions 1, 2, 3, and we have a technology article. So let's go look to see what the discussion board is like. So go to the discussion board. And I have, here's discussion questions 1, 2, and 3, and technology article. So for discussion question 1, what I want you to do is, let's see here. How does managing, first read the question of course, how does managing an international business differ from managing a domestic business? Given these differences, what skills do managers in an international business need to develop? Okay, so in here, make 1 post and 2 replies to the discussion starting July 8th, ending July 12th. Post your originals on Monday and Tuesday, and your replies on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Okay, so to answer this, I'd go into the discussion question, and I would create a new thread as a student. And I would put my student name, say, put my student name, and then I would answer the question down here, and then I would just submit. So that way in the forum, I know who created the thread. It's going to tell me the author anyway, but you'll have the main thread there, and then a student can click on it, read your thread, and reply. When a new student joins, they're going to create their own thread, and they're going to, and then they're going to put in their own original response. I'm not sure what I want to write here. Let's write that. And they're going to submit it. So now we have 2 students who have submitted. So when you log in, you can submit your own, create your own thread, submit your own original response, and then read the other students' threads and submit a reply. Okay, and just hit OK to close the forum. And you can see that we have 3 discussion questions. Now, in the first week, we're not going to have 4 discussion topics every week, just the first week as we're getting started. And in the first week, there's going to be an article topic. So here I want you to find an article that relates to new or future technology that you think will affect international trade or business and communications. So you're going to go find this article, and then you're going to post it to this discussion board. Okay, so I would click on this link, create a thread. Subject, name, and then I went to I found an article on um, using sails to turn wind power to help cargo ships reduce fuel and costs. So I think that's a new technology, well, an application of an old technology in a new way that's going to change the international business. So I like this article, so I'm going to post the article for everyone to read. But I'm also going to post the link, the source. So let me just copy the source. Actually, let me go. Okay. So I'm going to copy the source and put that in. I'll put that source in there for where it came from. And I have the author here and the title. So I'd post my article. And I'm not just going to post my article, I'm also going to write, 100 to 200 words discussing the article and how it relates to the topic questions. All right, so I'm going to submit that. And so let's go back to the discussion board. So for the articles, and there's about 3 or 4 of these throughout the semester, the objective of the course is to engage, of course, the participants in discovering how international business topics relate to everyday life and current events. So please find a report on a timely and relevant current events article. The article should come from established newspaper, business magazine, periodical. I also accept some more credible blogs and things of that nature. And your report should include title of the article, the source, the author, the date, and a brief summary of the contents. Why you picked the article, how it relates to the topic. And so I expect other students to read and report. Sorry about that. That was a phone. I think I edited most of it out. But things like this will happen during these presentations, so I'm just going to keep moving forward. Yeah, so I expect students to read and reply to at least 2 other students. Now, you're free, and I would like you to do more than that. That's just the bare minimum, and that's how these discussion boards are supposed to simulate what we would naturally do in the classroom setting. So every class I have on international business, I spend a lot of time discussing the topics with the students back and forth, getting their experiences and ideas for the topics at hand, and students learn from each other. So the more involved you are with these discussion boards, the more you'll learn about the topics in class, how other professionals understand and solve some of these problems we bring up. So it's really a great area. And I go in and I read every student's posts. I reply to some of them. It's very time consuming, but I do enjoy it, and I do learn a lot from what you guys have to say, and I feel it's very important. With these discussion boards, they're a great way of really encapsulating the knowledge of the class. So just enjoy it and don't feel pressured by it, and go in there and have some fun and read them at your convenience. Okay, so that's discussion boards. Let's go back to announcements. So that's basically what you do each week. So let's just recap. Week 1, you're going to read chapter 1 and 2. You're going to watch my video lectures on chapter 1 and 2. I'll put the links in there very soon. And you're going to answer this week's discussion questions and post an article related on technology. Because technology is one of the biggest influences in the globalization of our modern economy. So I find it to be a very interesting topic to review and kind of speculate on new technologies that are going to change the world even further moving ahead in time. Okay, and then we move all the way into week 6, and I have a whole bunch of different chapters and discussion questions each week as we go by. And remember, every week, for most weeks, there'll be a quiz and 1 or 2 mini cases at the end of the assignment to also complete. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we also have documents, and in the documents we have the syllabus for the course. I'm going to actually move that to the top. So we have the course syllabus, And in documents, we also have the PowerPoints that are the PowerPoints I use in my presentations on YouTube. And I'm also going to back up the YouTube links here as well. Even though they will be on the announcements page every time I create a new link to a chapter, I'll attach it to our class overview as a link that you could use to watch the YouTube video. And I like to record all the videos using YouTube because I find it's a technology everybody can access, everybody can manage and work with. And it's just an easy environment for me to create a video, upload, and gives you the maximum access where you can access it on any device typically, and wherever there's a computer with internet service. So let's look at the syllabus really quick. So here in the syllabus, I have the textbook that we'll be using, an overview of the course, our learning goals for the course, how we're going to achieve the learning goals, how we utilize class time. And in this course, we are going to, everything is going to be what we call asynchronous, where I provide the documents, the videos, the lectures, the tests, the discussion boards, and you complete them within the framework of the assignment. We don't all have to be online at the same time. We can be online when it's most convenient for us throughout the day. I mean, we all should be online multiple times during the week, but there's no set time during the day that you have to contribute. So that makes the schedule a lot more convenient for you. You may be in a different time zone, you may be working. So this is going to be what makes, I think, the class work best during the summer. I do have office hours by appointment, and I use SB Connect, which is up here. In SB Connect, we can connect. It's sort of like an area where there is, let's see, I'll connect to it right now. Creates an environment where we can communicate a little bit more effectively. And if you have a need for meeting with me, this is probably the first place that we will schedule an appointment in. And in here, what's neat about here is I have the ability to share my screen with you so you could see what I'm seeing on the computer. I can also share my webcam, sort of like Skype, and I can also chat back and forth on the chat box where we can talk back and forth, and this could be an additional resource to the class that we'll be utilizing if you need to meet with me or discuss with me on any events or any ideas about the course, and I'll leave that up to you to let me know. And you can also at any time email me. I get back usually very quickly if you have any questions or concerns about the course. So I'm available for you to meet with you on a one-on-one basis as needed. The grading in class, the closing cases are 24 points. I work on a 100-point schedule, so the points are also the percentage. So the closing cases, these small mini cases at the end of each chapter, are 24 points. The discussion boards are 26 points, and the quizzes 1 through 5 are 10 points each. So that's 100 points of the grade. I have a scale here of grades, how the points add up to letters, and of course my policy on participation, discussion board questions, and then again I repeat the class schedule down here. Any additional information on academic dishonesty, disability, and I also have at the very end, which is important, my paper grading rubrics for your closing cases. So if you want to know what I'm going to look at and how I'm going to grade your cases, I have this little matrix here of 5 areas which I will view your case and try to put a grade in each of these 5 areas and make an average of it. So is the paper well organized and presented with good formatting, proper citations? Was the research outstanding? Was the research thoroughly addressing the issue and the question? Most of what you need to answer the question will come from the mini case itself, but every once in a while I do appreciate it if you go out and look for additional sources or some additional research that you can add to your case. That also always enhances your responses. A very important number 3, I think I mentioned this in one, but is the information, was it properly cited using APA or some other approved citation format, not just paraphrased from the internet, not as if everything shouldn't be presented in your own words. If you make a statement or that includes a fact of some sort, you should have a cite for it you know, so everything should be properly cited. Was your writing interesting, engaging? Was it professional, grammatically correct? And 5, all topics and questions requested were covered in the assignment. An excellent use of business writing, meaning it's not just long, verbose, fill up the page writing. It's actually writing that has a clear intent and a clear something important to say. So this is what I look at when I grade your mini cases in case you were interested. So here is the syllabus. You can read that over in more detail at your own time. Now, anytime that I grade something, I may leave feedback, and you could go to Tools and My Grades, and then you can check your grades to see how you're progressing in the course in each of the assignments. Okay, so I think that's about covers it all for getting started with the class and keeping you organized. So look forward to my weekly postings of each of the lectures, and always, like I said, refer to this class schedule and announcements to keep yourself organized and moving forward with the course. Okay, thank you, and I look forward to having a great course with you guys. Take care.